Good morning, house churches. Welcome to our last house church video for the next couple of months. If you've been following along in the emails, you'll know that we're going to be taking June, July, and August away from the academic portion of our house churches and moving to just kind of building relationships with one another in anticipation for when we do get back together in a more formal way in the fall. We just want to give you guys some space to take some of the obligation off the discussion. Although hopefully when you're coming to church, you'll be able to listen and come up with a few things to discuss if you want to do that with your host churches. Today, Joe is away. He's at the Strive Youth Retreat. And because I'm a great delegator, I actually don't have a clue about the editing software he uses for YouTube. So what I'm going to do for you is read the questions out loud. And then if you're using the video to do the discussion, you'll have to pause the video like back in the old days when we were YouTube only during COVID and discuss the questions then. House church leaders, if that's what you're going to do, I really recommend you have your phone as well so that you can check the email and follow along with the questions because these might go by really fast. I hope you enjoyed the sermon. I hope you enjoyed the service, and I hope you enjoy discussing these questions together. I think it's a really good way to praise the Lord for the good things He's done, examine our hearts for some of the challenges we find within, and think about the nature of sin within our lives and what it and the enemy tempts us to do. All right, so here's the questions, and I'll put a little gap in between each one so that you can follow along. Number one. How tempting is it to talk yourself into sin? What circumstances are you in when this is a strong feeling? Number two, what is your opinion of doing the wrong thing for the right reasons? What are the dangers with that? Do you think there are exceptions to that? Number three, in this passage, we see David forgive his fellow Israelites and set us a great example of forgiveness. How do you do with forgiving people? Are you able to forgive as the Lord forgave you? Number four, do you sometimes get frustrated that you can't see the power of God working? If this is the case, why do you think that you can't? Number five, who are the men and women that helped you to get to the place that you're at spiritually today? On whose shoulders do you stand? And finally, number six, are you often concerned about what others will think of your faith? What does this passage teach us about God's power with you? How does it encourage you? Take care. Have an awesome discussion.